So I thought I would make a quick video on a couple new old stock Hoovers I picked up in the last month or so. So I'll start with this one over here. I saw this on Marketplace and it isn't necessarily something that piqued my interest, but I have a friend who has a vacuum cleaner store who I thought would be interested in this. So I sent it to him and he said he would take it, so I went and picked it up for him. I only paid about $40 or so for it. This is the Hoover Hush Tone canister. It's a commercial vacuum. They discontinued them a couple years ago. I would say it was pretty much a cheaper copy of a pneumatic Henry. MSRP new, I'd say probably about $200, so it was at a price level below a Henry, not quite the quality of one either, but it was just a cheaper canister vacuum that was still reasonable enough. I'd say in all intents and purposes, it's pretty much a shop vac that's a little bit more user-friendly. So again, this is brand new off of Marketplace. I don't know where the owner got it from. It looks like, from what I can tell, he bought a pallet of stuff and this was in it, most likely. So this is the machine here, and like I said, it's brand new. It's a pretty compact size canister, you can see everything is in there. There's the wands, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a commercial shop vac, but with a little smaller size and more user friendliness. Let's see. This is actually the first time I've taken some of this stuff out of the box. So you have this rug slash floor tool here. Then you have these extension wands with provisions for tools on board, which is nice. It all sits on a little caddy. So yeah, this really is, for the most part, this really is just a cheaper copy of a pneumatic. Why they stopped making them, I'm not sure, because it seems to me there still could be a market for these. Pneumatics aren't that expensive, but they're expensive enough that some people are just going to be too cheap to buy them. So I still think there could be a market for this machine if they marketed it correctly. I always wanted to get my dining hall to get something like this, but they were always too cheap to even spend the money on one of these. It's kind of a common misconception. People don't realize that commercial grade carpet doesn't need a revolving brush to adequately clean it. You just need airflow and a good floor slash rug tool. But anyway, I didn't want to take everything out just because everything was in there snug. I just have to figure out how to get this back in now. So I'll probably figure that out after I quit the video. Now this is probably something a little more interesting to talk about, because this is what I would call more authentic Hoover here. So this is a professional upright, the CH-50,000. This I also got around the same time as the other machine. The only difference is that machine I'm selling to a friend, and this machine I'm actually going to keep for myself, at least for now. So this was another Marketplace find. I'd been eyeing it for a while. They wanted originally $125 for it, and I was too cheap to spend that much on something that I wouldn't really be using. Eventually they brought the price down quite dramatically to $35, and once it got that low, I just couldn't leave it be. So this is a commercial Hoover upright. You can see it's literally brand new. I don't think it's ever been switched on. When I got there, well, actually, you can see, just because of age and storage, you can see that the label is coming off a little bit and flaking off a little bit, which is unfortunate, but I think it's because it was stored in a position like this for so long that it actually messed with the label. So I think Yeah, I wish there was something I could do to address that, but I guess there really isn't. This machine was made in China. This is not a US Hoover, or I should say that's not a US made Hoover, but it's one of the early TTI made Hoover convertible style commercial upright. So this is what the machine looks like. And you know, you got your long 3-wire commercial cord. This is a wrinkled up parts diagram schematic. So yeah, I mean, it's got your parts list here, which is nice. Doubt you can order all of those parts now because they no longer make any convertible style machines anymore. Here are your wands. And this vacuum, I think I already said this, but this vacuum was made in 2010. Maybe I didn't say that. So again, one of the early TTI made Hoovers. Clear bumper, but this is, for all intents and purposes, this is a convertible, just a commercial model convertible. So yeah, brand new. And it's really a shame that they don't make these machines anymore, because in some environments these are still good vacuums. But the story behind how this machine went without being used for such a long time is that the lady who sold this to me was actually an ex-Hoover employee, and she hasn't worked for the company in about 10 years or so, but when she was working there was a time where they were trying to liquidate a lot of their discontinued models, and they had pallets upon pallets of machines that they were literally just throwing away. So sad to say that some of these machines very well might have just been thrown away. And once she found out about that, she tried to put a stop to that. So she tried to get friends and family to give these machines to try to give them some use, and she even donated some of them. So she did the best she could to try to keep these brand new perfectly good vacuum cleaners out of the landfill. And fortunately she did keep a couple of them, and this was one of them, and then she just finally recently decided to start selling them off. She does still have a brand new old stock Hoover foldaway. I'm not interested in it. A friend's interested in it, so I might pick it up, but I don't find those vacuums particularly special. They cleaned well enough, but they're just, I mean, they're backless, messy backless vacuums, so we'll see about that. But I just thought it was interesting to show that this is basically a brand new Hoover convertible. Newer, yes, but again, it's still a convertible. Basic design is still there. So, funny enough, I mean, this is a commercial machine. It says down there it meets OSHA requirements, so that's probably for sound and filtration. So, anyway, these are my 2 Hoover commercial machines, and I hope you enjoyed the video.